The March on Washington. The topic of civil rights was a big issue in the 1960s. It was as controversial as recent topics of gay marriage and abortion. 1963 marked 100 years since Abraham Lincoln delivered the Emancipation Proclamation. Yet America was still very divided on the issue of civil rights. African Americans were still being persecuted throughout the segregated South. While civil rights activists had made some progress toward equality, for example, Brown versus Board of Education, the Little Rock Nine, and the Montgomery bus boycott, there were still many injustices in America. So, in March of 1963, A. Philip Randolph contacted Martin Luther King Jr. and informed him of his plans to organize a march that June to stand up to all of the racial injustices that were taking place. And, on August 28, 1963, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom finally happened. Many African Americans traveled from across the United States by bus, train, car, and even on roller skates. Celebrities such as Marlon Brando, Paul Newman, and Sammy Davis Jr. traveled from Los Angeles to make the march. Though racist groups threatened violence towards the protesters, the march went on as planned, with blacks and whites alike flocking for the same cause. The marchers carried signs and joyously sang hymns such as "We Shall Overcome" as a testament to their hope of equality for the races. It was this day that Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his iconic and televised "I Have a Dream" speech to over 200,000 people gathered on the Mall, as well as to those at home. While many of the leaders spoke that day, Martin Luther King's speech is the event that the march is most remembered for. Speaking from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, he inspired many people with his ideas that their peaceful protest would bring an immediate change to their situation. It was the largest gathering for a civil rights demonstration yet. And it also received a lot of national attention. After the march, Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights leaders went to the White House to meet with President Kennedy. This peaceful demonstration proved to be effective in spreading a positive attitude towards the African American cause.